Back in my day, the Relink damage formula was so much simpler. It would just be base damage, damage cap, and then maybe a war elemental modifier if you were lucky. Fast forward to Endless Ragnarok. We have enhanced damage buffs from Warpath, damage dealt buffs on Sigils that behave differently than other damage dealt buffs because they actually increase your damage past cap. And oh, buffs and debuffs also go past damage cap now. So how does all of that work? In this short little video, we'll run through the basics and what it means for your build. Damage cap works the same as you'd expect, except nowadays there are much more sources of it. These are all additive with each other, and this increases your base total potential damage proportionally. War Elemental is a final 20% modifier that's multiplied to this figure. Enhanced damage, which is first present in the Warpath sigil, is another multiplier on top of this. So far, so simple, right? Let's talk about the new sigils. Most of these are just conditional damage cap increases, but two of them are interesting. Celestial Aqua and Ventus. These actually grant enhanced damage, additive with that from the likes of Warpath, meaning they are mostly a multiplier on your damage, but are more diluted for some characters than others, namely those with a larger enhanced modifier on their Warpath to begin with. Now, let's talk about buffs and debuffs. Previously, these would only help roll damage, and wouldn't do anything for you if you were already hitting the damage cap. However, with Endless Ragnarok, these actually help your damage go over the cap, by 50% of their original value. In addition, the total gain from buffs and debuffs is capped at 50%. For example, a 50% attack buff would give you an additional 25% modifier in a vacuum. So, War Elemental and the enhanced damage modifiers aren't actually completely separate, but they're included together in one product. The extra value from buffs and debuffs is additive to this product. Let's go through a quick example. To keep the numbers simple, let's take an attack with a cap of 10,000 and a total damage cap of 1000%, bringing the damage figure up to 100k. With War Elemental and 20% enhanced damage from Warpath, the total value is 144k. If you add on Celestial Ventus, which is 10%, we go to 30% enhanced damage, for now a 156k total. If you have a 50% attack buff on top of that, you'll gain another 25% added to this enhanced damage product, bringing the new total to 181k, a 16% effective increase. The important takeaway from this is that while Celestial Aqua and Ventus, as well as gains from buffs and debuffs, do expand your total damage potential considerably, the actual gain you'll get from them can more or less be watered down, depending on how much enhanced damage your character already has. Anyway, I wanted to put together this little video as I found the way that new modifiers interact with each other is quite confusing, so it'd be good to have it all laid out. A huge thank you to Lexicon for their research into the damage formula. I've been in the process of updating the damage calculator with all of these new sigils and calculations, but we're still missing a lot of the new damage cap and ratio data for most characters, so any contributions would be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, I'll be focusing on updating my EL guide, so you may see a video on that one soon TM. Until next time, bye bye!